very interesting area. I don't think anyone really knows the answer to that, so I'm more speculating than forecasting. I would say that artificial intelligence, at least in the next 1 to 5 years, is much more likely to help the human being rather than replace them, certainly around investment decision making. I think when you look at the distribution channel, it is much more likely that could become more automated, that more investors could go to websites, could purchase funds, mutual funds on their phone, on mobile. So when you think about the distribution channel, there's certainly more capability for automation there. Artificial intelligence is a level higher than that. I think that in terms of investment decision making, we're already making use of that, and in fact some of the investment decision tools that Thomson Reuters makes available already take advantage of AI techniques in our processes. So we are seeing that, but at this stage there's no sign that AI is driving a reduction in headcount needed to run an asset management firm. Revolution is a very strong word. I prefer evolution because we have been increasing the use of automation in our lives for 40 plus years. So I don't know if artificial intelligence is going to lead to widespread joblessness anytime soon. I think that what artificial intelligence does is allows the human input to be higher up in the value chain or the decision-making chain. Now, that is in terms of value-added services around investment decision-making. I think that there is definitely a scope in parts of the investment process around post-trade in particular, where there is definitely the opportunity to reduce costs and reduce the manual inputs that humans are making, so that there can be a high level of robotic process automation, for example. So whether or not, so firstly, I think we can rule out widespread joblessness. I don't think that is likely over any time frame where it's possible to forecast sensibly. But there are definitely the scope for activities that are done by a human but are not particularly complex to be done increasingly in an automated manner to drive down costs. And I think when you look at the costs or the management fees being charged by the Indian asset management community today, they're a little on the high side. So I could certainly foresee that reducing some of their back-end costs, their back-office costs, could be a strategy that they would take to drive down costs, increasing automation, reducing their headcount, reducing their overall cost of running their firms. So I don't think it's anything to be alarmed about. I think we've seen that occur all over the world. But there is some likelihood of job losses. I don't think it's significant. I don't think it's enough to drive any kind of larger scale trends.